Yo, what is going on, guys? S2E36 Gaming back once again in GTNH, now episode 36. And today we're starting off over in the multi-blocks because I have a new upgrade over here that I've been messing with. That being the stocking input bus. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to process all these little granite dusts I'm going to be getting. And there's going to be many different types of them. So my solution to this right now is the stocking input bus, which I think is a good solution. So let me hook this up like that. And yeah, wow, it sees all the black granites. This is going to be running like all the time, which is a bit of a problem, actually. We'll see if it gets through the buffer or not. But yeah, basically what I'm doing here is I want to keep... What the stocking input bus is doing for me is it's keeping like an extremely large stack of like whatever's in the entire AE system inside of the input bus, and it's not clogging the whole thing up. So I think this is going to be ideal for the centrifuge and for its operation to help me get through all my granite. Because I'm going to be having a lot of different stone lilies going. I'm going to need at least yellow and I believe red for what I need. And it kind of looks like it's getting to the backlog. So I have plans to possibly build a second centrifuge right now. But if I can get around it just for a little bit longer, I'd prefer that. And yeah, it seems to be going pretty good. So this is going to be clogging up this chest though right now. So yeah, next up, because I'm processing that automatically, is going to be to deal with the biotite and the silicon dioxide. So the biotite, I'm going to need a second stocking bus. Let's see if I can afford that. I'm really short for silicon right now. It's my, oh, not 1,000. Yeah, okay. I think I have more cooling down right now, though. Oh, yeah, I do. So the solar grade silicon ingots are the biggest bottleneck for me right now and all this stuff. But pretty soon, we're going to be automating all these essentially infinitely. And it's going to be very good. So we're going to need another stocking bus for the electrolyzer. And then we'll be good to go. So we are producing resources, and this is going to get me tons of silicon and also tons of fluorine. So let's go put this in the electrolyzer manually just for a little bit, just see how it goes. Yeah, there it goes already. Not enough output space. Why are we not going? Oh, this is oxygen. Okay. So yeah, this is getting clogged up. I know what the problem is. It's because my oxygen isn't on void overflow. Maybe I shouldn't do this way. I have a better idea. Let's lock the output hatches to each fluid and then allow it to void. So let's say void excess fluid. Okay, no, stop actually. There's always a problem. Okay, we'll have to turn the oxygen on void mode. My only qualm with doing that is that if I do that, the sugar system is going to be running constantly to try and keep up with it. But it's never going to fill that. But I guess I could just use a level emitter. Or not a level emitter, but the cover that emits the level of the tank. And have it work that way instead. To shut that off. Yeah, that could work actually. Okay, let's try it again. We should be getting fluorine now, though. I guess I already went through. Yeah, that's fluorine now passive. So we can make as much PTFE as we need now, and it's not even annoying to deal with anymore. I noticed a small change as well. So usually I go up top over here to my MV electrolyzer, because I used to have the barrel of cryolite up here. The cryolite electrolyzer to fluorine is now an HV electrolyzer recipe, which makes total sense, but I just noticed that changed. If you have a setup, maybe that would mess it up. Okay, now we gotta deal with the silicon. So how I'm gonna do that is a LCR, and I'm gonna do this little magnesium loop. So you add magnesium to it, and then you get raw silicon, and you get magnesia dust, and then two of these What do you do with this? You electrolyze this, and then you get magnesium back and oxygen for free. Don't really care about the oxygen that much, but it's free oxygen, so we'll take it. And then, yeah, you just recycle it back and forth. So I'm pretty sure I had this LCR half built, actually. Yeah, here it is over here. I wasn't sure if I wanted it to be over here or over there. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, okay, I remember what was the problem was. I was waiting for fluorine to come in so I could make my chemically inert things. Which I don't think, I still don't have PTFE, I don't think. No. So I'll make sure that system is actually working and isn't broken. And I'll make more fluorine if I have to, so I can make some more of these casings. I'm totally out of them. We're broke. Alright, we're off to the races with this. The system is perfect already. So I'm voiding the oxygen right now. Maybe I'll save it later on, but it's pretty easy to add a P2P to port it into where it has to go. But yeah, we're just bringing in the SiO2 there, bringing in the magnesium loop in here. It's actually bottlenecked by this right now. Even though it is pretty quick, it's still bottlenecking it. And yeah. So we're making lots of silicon now. And hopefully we'll be able to get through this bottleneck over here. Oh my god, it's ridiculous now. We might need a deeper, a better storage setup for that. That's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, we have 11,000 to go through in there. I mean, maybe it will catch up, though. Because, yeah, we're blowing through a massive amount of black granite. So that's the real reason why this is backed up like that. But yeah, I made a second stocking input bus, so let's go throw this on the electrolyzer. So I guess it's gonna go, I guess, second row. And then what did I put on it? I put this cable. Okay. So we'll bring that over here as well. It's a little bit of a problem and that's connecting there. Or actually is it? No, it's not. Yeah, it's all the same network. Okay, that's fine. Don't block the mufflers though. That was close. We almost messed that up. I would have been like, why is this not running? And then I wouldn't have known. Okay, you can't block the mufflers. The cables aren't transparent. Okay, so now we throw the biotite in here and we start to clear that out. All right, perfect. The only thing is I don't want it to void stuff. Yeah, don't void anything. Because the oxygen will get void on its own. I don't want it to accidentally get rid of fluorine. Might change that option later, but we'll see how it runs. All right, cool. We're going. We have dealt with the black granite. And the only thing is that it's still extremely bottlenecked. But this is gonna make me very happy when I have a lot of silicon. So hopefully it catches up. We'll see if it does. Alright guys, so I turned off the black granite dust for a bit to let the system catch up, and it seems like it did. Let's see if it actually catches up for good now that it's running again. Okay, yeah, it looks like it is. It's building up a little bit. It comes in so fast. I feel like I need to slow it down. I don't need... This is way too much. It's crazy. Is right? Are we running? Yeah, we are running constantly. We're building back up already. I gotta keep an eye on it. I think that I need to reduce the size of the plot. It's ridiculous. Because I also want to grow... yellow stone lily. And, like, I just don't need this volume right now. So maybe I'll cut these plots into quarters how they are as well. Because this is just way too much. But over here, we're going to be planting our sweet again. And if we remember, the sweet is what makes us sugar. So let's set this up. I'm giving it power right now. And then I'm going to run the items over top. It doesn't matter if this place is ugly. I just need the items. Number one, the items got to get over to the transporter. So we'll probably just run a cable around up and over. And we'll run it underneath on these underneath areas. Did I think forward enough? Okay, we did a little bit. we're gonna make a connection up here. Definitely not having enough of these. Yeah, this is gonna change probably. Yeah, pumping the cetane around here is pretty good. It doesn't have many problems that I see with it. We're never going to use that much energy that the cetane won't be enough, so I think we're going to be pretty happy with this setup. One thing I was actually looking at is that now that I can grow crops so fast, why don't we try to make like a benzene setup? I could try to make nitrobenzene just to learn how to do it, maybe. We'll see about it. Because benzene essentially just comes from wood. And if I get some like spruce bonsais or something, I'll be making crazy amounts of it. Yeah, we're gonna need more conduits, so I'll get some more of these. We'll craft a lot of them up. Alright, never mind. We're definitely not caught up. I gotta reduce the size of that plot. This is insane. At least for the time being. Eventually we can increase it, but yeah, we're cutting this into quarters. And we're gonna see how it goes from there. So I made more filing cabinets. We're gonna put each filing cabinet for each different seed. Let's grab both of these. And we'll get planting. I've reduced the plot sizes significantly. And before we turn it back on, let's take a look. I want to do an experiment to see how many more centrifuges I'm going to need to process all this stuff that I want to. So I hooked up this guy now to the output hatch here. It's throwing biotite there because it was so full. And it looks like it did catch up pretty quickly. I don't know what's best, but we don't need that much stuff. Right now, at least. But anyways, let's throw this away. So yeah, let's see how quickly this processes the endstone dust. $128. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's going to permanently clog up a centrifuge, so we're going to need to make a unique industrial centrifuge just for this, so that's interesting to know. And then the good news about this is it's going to make us a ton of helium. And actually, I'm not even sure if it paralleled enough for the LV output hatch to handle the amount of helium it's making. You know, let me turn off the extract as well, because I need to make a super tank for helium. This bag is no longer manageable because I have the stupid fuel rods in here, so I can't auto-sort it. I gotta come up with a system. But yeah, with helium now, we can make the semiconductors, or superconductors, whatever they are, for pretty much all the tiers, because helium was the problem before. Yeah, we needed those for the IV energy hatches. Yeah, we needed it for the superconductor base IV. So yeah, we can handle that now. But I'm not really ready to progress yet. I still have a lot of stuff that I want to do, just infrastructure-wise, so we're going to continue on with this path. So staying in line with infrastructure upgrades, I upgraded the steel system, sort of like updated and revised it. So I'm making steel automatically now. And how I'm doing that is somewhere over here. We are using an export bus to throw iron in a macerator. We're also holding on to iron dust because I need this for some things around the base. But it goes in the blast furnace, of course. Comes out here, and then it goes into here. So whenever this is noticing there's steel stuck in here with this item emitter, it will stop. And I have some buffered up just in case I need to use a little bit, and it'll just refill it automatically, so. Very nice. So out of this, we're also making ashes. So eventually I'll be having a system that just processes these all down, because there is some uses for them. I forget what the whole ash line is. But yeah, you just get a whole bunch of different stuff, which I think phosphorus is the most interesting thing for me out of that, but there's probably a better solution to get that anyways. Alright, so next up on my list, so I'm running extremely low on titanium. My days of having like 2,000 titanium in here are completely over, and I have literally none of it left. I have 30. That's so pathetic. So what I want to do right now is do some ilmenite processing. And this is an exception, so this is a unique recipe. So the ilmenite comes into here with sulfuric acid, and you get rutile and ilmenite slag. So the other option is to do purified ilmenite, and you get less of a chance at slag. So what's the trade-off with that? The purified ilmenite, you of course have to put it into the ore washing. You get a chance at iron. I don't care about that. So we'll go with the better chance for slag by just using crushed ilmenite. And you get a guaranteed 2 rutile out of that, which is awesome. So this takes sulfuric, but you get it back because the green vitriol water is just oxygen, sulfuric, and an extra. You get a bonus iron, which I'm very happy with that. The oxygen I don't really care about, so we'll just put it into the oxygen system and see what happens to it. And then the slag, this is the part that I like, gets a whole bunch of extra outputs. So you get nice iron, niobium, tantalum, magnesium, and manganese. The tantalum and niobium are the ones I really care about, but the other stuff, it's nice to have, you know. So we're gonna set that up. I already have a chemical bath, but there's something else that I want to do over here. So as I add more machines, there's a concern with using too many amps at once of EV power. So I want to throw in some battery buffers around here. So like maybe stick a battery buffer on one of these lines every now and then, just so that I can have enough, make sure I have enough amperage going around for everything. And so this down here is pretty interesting. It's getting kind of wild. It's been a couple days since I made it, and I've already forgotten what I've done down here. Yeah, I gotta cook up some battery buffers, and that's a problem because I have no titanium, but the titanium is cooking. I processed a little bit of ilmenite the inefficient way, so we're gonna be able to get a little bit of rutile going. At least a couple stacks to tide me over. And then for the batteries, we're gonna use the lapotron crystals, which we have plenty of. And make more of these, all I need is H3 circuits. Let's see if I can make any nanos right now. Yeah, let's just do that. Make sure the clean room is on, because I haven't played very much the last couple days. I haven't had time. Okay, yeah, we're good, and there's no issues with it either. I've been chewing through chlorine. I still don't have any. I think it's because it's being used for the PTFE, because I have so much fluorine now. That's kind of where that is stuck at. I should make that whole system turn off, because that's more than enough PTFE. I'm never going to need this much right now. And by the time I will need that much, I'll be able to extremely expand my systems. So yeah, let's make some of these battery buffers. I guess we're only going to go with the 4Xs. I might as well just make 9s. Yeah, it's just aluminum. I'm not really pressed on aluminum right now, am I? Okay, I actually am. I have no aluminum. And we have a little bit of dust. But this is going to get solved very soon. I know I said it earlier, but it's been a couple days. I forget which one. Oh, we're out of sticks. Oh, no. Oh, we're almost done, though. Okay, we're almost done. So I gotta get this guy more crop sticks, and then it'll finish that. And then next up is gonna be whatever makes me aluminum. I do think that does the end stone dust? I don't think it gets me aluminum, does it? I'm gonna be, yeah, no, this is tungstate and stuff. So the aluminum, let's look at, I think it's red granite. Something's telling me it's red granite. Okay, yeah, potassium feldspar. Okay, that's all nice. It's more silicon than I don't need at this point. But the alumina, yeah, you throw it with carbon and you make aluminum. So we'll do that. So actually, I'm getting alumina already. I guess from the black granite, I have tons of it. So let's set up a blast furnace to smelt that down automatically. I guess we're gonna go with, I guess I can make HSSG now. I've been able to make this for a while, but I just kind of haven't. Okay, yeah, this also needs mica insulators. Why are you doing that? I thought that the point was to use the aluminosilicate. I guess not. Because it looked like that was easily renewable, while the mica was not as easily renewable. And I somehow have almost everything that I need for this already. Can I get 4 IV motors? I probably can't. Yeah, okay, we're missing a couple things. Just some wafers. I can make those pretty easily now. As if I don't have this memorized yet. These got to be on autocraft, like passive, 100%. I need my solar grade. Make a bunch of them. And I have a bunch of gallium things. So yeah, let's go make these. And then we can get working. Alright, IV assembler is done. Now all I can do is gather up all the rest of the stuff that I need. Alright, so this is the setup temporarily. We're just gonna throw it in front of the assembler because I don't really want to go double EV hatch on this right now. So yeah, we'll just do this and we'll have an interface on top of it to send things in. So let's get some HSSG coils going. There they are. So this takes TPV alloy to make them, and then a lot of mica, so I should have, yeah, I have a whole bunch sitting around already, and I have TPV made already. Nice. So let's put this where it's got to go. We're not going to dual interface this yet. These recipes will just go in the regular thing soon. Okay, and then the HSSG, we need to program the dust. And we can see how much we can afford right now. Honestly, it doesn't seem that bad. What circuit was that? 1, okay. Yeah, let's see how much of this we can get. Can I get 100? Yeah, that's kind of no problem. Because I have my tungsten set up now. And my steel set up. So making tungsten steel dust is like super easy, actually. I just need to get a whole bunch of steel dust. I think if I just put this in the macerator, it should do that. Like it'll get in my buffer chest. Like it won't do anything else than that. And yeah, whenever I want more tungsten steel, we'll just do this. Ideally, I'll put an interface. I guess this interface is placed here for that reason, but it's not hooked up yet. But an interface to do some crafts with this thing. Oh my god. Yeah, something is messed up. So why are we not... Something is really messed up. Why are we not electrolyzing? Oh, I probably know why. I probably filled my whole AE system up with this stuff. Not enough output space. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, that's the problem. So the fluorine super tank needs to go on void excess. I don't care that I'm getting rid of all that biotite. I really don't need all that. Also, I gotta label these. This is really annoying. I have no clue which one it's in. There it is. So void. Yeah, overflow voiding mode. That's what I want. Very nice. Yeah, I turned off my oil processing. Is all these are filling up, and I really don't need to run it any longer. So that's that. And I got to set the recipe for the lights, because the lights are supposed to go on when they're full. But I never set up the fluid detectors for the rest of them. So we'll get to that when we get to it. But yeah, I'm going to work on this HSSG. It's going to take a bit to smelt down because I don't have any parallel blast furnaces yet. But we'll be working on it. It'll take some time. I'm further optimizing this setup thanks to an awesome suggestion from Dylan Taylor on YouTube. So basically, we put a stocking input bus here, and you have it just pulled from your ME system, and it'll just kind of pull all the items in, I'm pretty sure. Like, it keeps stock of everything. So this guy runs even better now. I don't need to manually update the whitelist here. So yeah, pretty nice, thank you. This system is also much more upgradable than what I had before, which is the buffer chest, because now I just throw a ME drive up here, and I can store stuff in here, and it stores 63 item types, whatever bytes I have, and it's easily upgradable. I'll just upgrade the storage housing whenever I need to. So that's really nice. Alright, so we're going to wait for the HSSG to cook. And there's a few more things I want to do. We take a look over here. I've been having I let my stuff run for a couple days because I was on vacation, so I'm just kind of letting the base run and see what happens. And we're starting to get pretty full in all these. For the most part, pretty much all my 4Ks are filling up pretty quickly now. So I want to start making 16Ks, and I want to start... maybe I should free up space, or I could just make more drives. But eventually, we're going to phase out the 4Ks, is what I'm getting at. But that's kind of boring, and I'll do that later. That's going to just be me waiting on auto crafts. Like, let's see. Actually, I know what the problem's going to be. If I ask for 10, yeah, it's diamonds. Okay. So I need to process diamonds automatically, which means we need to get the implosion compressor in the loop for the ore processing. Which, it doesn't need to be part of ore processing. It could just be a multi-block somewhere in the base. And then, am I going to decommission more of this stuff? Is there anything else I need to get rid of? Like, yeah, probably. Oh, no, this could stay. But there's probably better ways to reorganize these to free up some space. And it's just so ugly right now. I mean, it could just stay like that. Whenever I'm done with it, I'll just get rid of all of it. Maybe we'll do some building. Maybe. I also need to tear out this guy. So I want to move my ore, not my ore, my energy generation over here into this area, and it's going to all be nestled down here. And I'm going to be doing fluid nukes down here, so we're going to be sticking with the uranium processes, so that'll hopefully take us up to fusion pretty easily. But yeah, that means I got to dig out more and build more, which is not going to be fun. I mean, it is fun, but it's not what I want to do right now. Yeah, it's going to take a couple hours for the blast furnace to go. So until then, we're going to cut it off here, and I'll be back next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Hope you enjoyed, and keep leaving suggestions, because I like improving things, and yeah, we're going to keep going. If anybody has suggestions, actually, for the base design, I'm trying to switch up the color palette, but I don't really know what else to add right now. I love the Greatwood, Abyssal, and then Ism together. Like, these three colors are really awesome, and if I could add, like, another couple more, I'd really appreciate that. And I have an extremely hard time picking a color palette because I'm actually colorblind. So, this looks good to me, and I want to add more to it, but it's, like I said, it's very difficult for me to choose, so if anybody has ideas, let me know that for sure. And if you made it this far, thanks again. And yeah, join my Discord if you want updates on all this, and thanks for watching. See y'all next time.